All right, guys, I technically think this is my first blind ever. I don't normally participate in these things. Chance and them have way better noses and passions for whiskey, but what he brought was a Stagg off. And then what was the one thing you brought that was different?
Blendery bottle that Richard and I thought tasted like Stagg Junior.
Oh, okay, this is the Stagg look-alike, or taste-alike.
And your only job here is to pick out the Blendery bottle. There's 4 Staggs and 1 Blendery bottle.
So funny, these things nose very similar.
Oh, they do. You said
yeah, but this is like 5 Stagg.
But remember when this bottle was bottled, you said it didn't. Nah, it ain't Stagg.
You did say it ain't Stagg.
But they know similar.
But if I got into my crackhead series like Richard, it became a whiskey crackhead. Trust me.
But now you know why we thought it was at least Stagg.
No,
right?
no, I could
because the
get it.
profiles are similar.
Look, Jamarcus brought me a drink earlier, and I said, this drink's like something flat as tequila with syrup. He's like, that's exactly what happened. Because he forgot to put the Prosecco in the refrigerator, so it lost its fizz, which normalized the drink. And he's like, that was interesting. I described exactly what was happening. But that's also because I study ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Dang.
Yo, Jimmy?
Yeah, he said he ain't gonna make it.
What?
He been fighting a headache. So the irony is, I feel like this one has the most uniqueness in terms of like smell and comparative. And these, on the other hand, that smells familiar.
So I got accused of engineering this blind. So
I wasn't. Guys, let me be very clear. I sat down on the couch. I was moving some alligator bites around. I have no clue.
Engineering means like, I think you could go about 2 different ways. You can make them all similar proofs, right? So they're close. Or you could like, hope you go in the order I laid them out for you and do high, low, and like mesh your palette up, and then you can't find it.
I love that he said that because I don't even know how to do that. So when he was like, oh man, this is proof for that, I wouldn't even know what questions to ask. I'm literally going off of just simply my notes.
Yep.
And I feel like these two are very different.
Then the other 3?
In my opinion.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. But this one smells different. I mean, these 3 to me smell the same.
And I will say you have, just so you know, have full knowledge, there's some Staggs are batched, like several barrels, and some Staggs are single barrels. There is at least 1 single barrel Stagg in there and some batch products in there.
So the batch means that it should be similar?
Well, several barrels. So like when the national Staggs come out, like 22A, 22B, 22C, those are batch products. And then if a store picks a Stagg, it's a single barrel.
Interesting.
And obviously the Blendery is a single barrel. And to be clear, there's no bad whiskey there.
No, guys. I mean, I don't imagine you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Staggs at your house. You go, there's 6 of them jokers just chilling at the crib, and for the most part, yeah.
Where's that?
He's a kinfolk.
Trying to find the one with a sticker.
So interesting.
It's gotta be this one. There it is. I'll show this to the camera. I won't show it to.
Interesting.
You've been drinking Blendery products for
At least a year, some change. It's almost 2 years now.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say to me these 2 are different. This one drinks a little bit different, and this one does too. Yeah, I could see if this was a Stagg. Now, mind you, I at the time didn't even know. I thought Richard was talking about George T. Stagg.
Yeah, you thought he was talking about the big boy. Yeah.
Yeah, because that one.
Yeah, that's different. That's different. You obviously taste the age in that one. Yeah.
So keep in mind, I've had a lot of Staggs.
Yeah, these are 7 and 9, which is kind of ideal to what that Green River was as well.
And mind you, again, great Staggs, great pours. Like you said, there is no bad whiskey, but this is difficult. Now it makes more sense when you say Stagg. But if you were telling me, like Tim and I sat up there and had a good amount of pours of William LaRue 2007.
Yeah.
And that was good, right? So if you poured that, I was like, I had enough of it.
You'll remember that, yeah.
I'm like, well, you just would know what to look for.
Yeah. So Buffalo Trace, and especially Stagg Jr., this mash bill with Buffalo Trace, it gives me cherries and grapes all the time. And that's what the Fruit of the Boom did. It gave me a cherries and grape with the proof punch. So that's why I thought it tasted like Stagg.
Look, let me be very clear. I agree. And it's because there's not a significant difference. If you told me that it was 7 to 9 years, this is normal behavior at the Blendery. So if Tim pulls out a great bottle or a great barrel, 7 to 9 is ideal. Once we get over 10 and 12, it's unique. And then when there's flavor and complexity, that's a whole nother thing. And then every now and then a guy like Chance or Buck brings out a Stagg, or we had William Heaven Hill that was 18, 19. That was a good pour, right?
Yeah, 19.
Whiskey
of the year last year.
And then you turn around and you drink something like, the 22 and the 17 William Heaven Hill.
17, you can ask anybody. 17 is my whiskey of the last 6 years.
Okay. So I know what to look for, because when they say dusty complexity, I got to be honest, this all feels familiar. So I'm gonna put in my vote here in 2 seconds.
Just gotta pick one.
Just gotta pick one. I'm gonna do runner-up and one.
All right.
Oh man, this is crazy. These literally smell the exact same almost. Which one is it?
Wait, you gotta tell me.
I mean, look, I still think it's one of these two.
You only get one vote.
Yeah, no, we gotta make a choice. Hey, choices. You gotta make a choice.
Everybody got choices. E40. I was saying E40 in here. Everybody got choices. I think these two have the most. When he said Fruit of the Boom, that gave the name texture. It gave me perspective. Like, okay, this one has some grain in it though. This smells like some barley or something that's like zangy per se. That's the problem with that one. Damn, it might be number 3.
You coming back and forth?
I know.
See, this is what I wanted to prove right here, that it's pretty similar.
Yeah, but you were talking about Stagg. Now line me up 07 Stagg to 2025.
No one ever said that or meant that. Yeah. No one ever said that or meant that.
I'll see what we're talking about then, buddy. But at anywho, I'll go with this one then, just to give an answer out the way.
All right. So that's B, A, B, C, D, E. B's the blender.
Ah! What did I have in second though? I knew it was one of these two. This is a true story, man. I was like this.
So Tim picked that out. He didn't pick it out on nose or flavor. He picked it out on finish and mouthfeel.
Yes. So here's the thing. I will tell you this. When you drink this one right here, there's something that it does from here to my nose, and none of the other whiskeys did that. So like when you drink certain things, so I'll drink this right here. It does like this. Sometimes the Blendery has such, we'll call it effervescence.
And one of those tags is 139.6.
Such effervescence that you almost are breathing the whiskey through your nose, even though you drink it and didn't choke. So when I drank this one, I was like, man, that's got that touch or that feeling that I'm familiar with. But so you saw at the end, I started with these two, and then I got to these two, and all I had to do was switch one. But I would 100% agree with them. This one right here to me, it had a little bit more fruit. When he said fruit, I locked in on the fruit thing. So in my head, I smell more fruit components.
Yeah.
But this one right here, which is why I put it second, or right there, I was like, man, this has got that from here to like, I can still smell it even when I'm drinking, which is interesting, man. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was more fun than I thought it'd be. I thought you guys were just fucking crazy.
No.
For this shit. I'm like, fucking psychopaths in here.
Oh, look at him blending now.
Yeah. Might as well, look, we don't want no Staggs left behind. He said, we'll just manage these for the next hour or two. But objectively, man, this right here. Cheers, thanks again, man. Again, 6 stags on deck. Fruit of the Boom was the one that they compared to.
Green River. I think it was 8 years at that point.
Hey, I concur that it is good, that it is super good and it's super comparative. And I wouldn't have known, but the irony is what I love about the Blendery is if we put 3 stags or 4 stags and we added something like a Bapple or a Cranddaddy, we would know for fact.
You want to hear the fun part?
This
turned into Sweet Tooth a month later.
Yeah. Sweet Tooth wasn't one of my favorites.
Mine either, but this thing.
Fruit of the Boom's good, but that's the beauty about the Blendery. You just never know. So, like I said, I hung around till after 4 o'clock on Tuesday to make sure.
Granddaddy.
I'm not leaving without that damn Cranddaddy. Man. We're not departing until I see that damn cran juice. At anywho, man, do some blinds with your friends. Have some fun with it, man. Put some stuff in there that they think they know. All whiskey is different. It ain't lining up 5 pours of Coca-Cola. You know, that's Coke, that's Coke. No, this is not Coca-Cola. And even more important, the batch, the year, the warehouse, the age state. Like, so many things factor in. And then at the end of the day, it's just all good whiskey. Hence, keep it whiskey, man. Until next time. That's good too. That's a good blend.